Welcome class 9. We are studying about animal tissues and you studied about epithelial tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Now we are going to study about connective tissue. This is specialized tissue and this is specialized to connect the various body organs. It coordinates among various body parts during body functions. Different functions of the body, this type of tissue help in. And the cells of this tissue are living, loosely spaced and embedded in an intercellular matrix. Intercellular matrix means that material which is filled between the cells as these cells are loosely spaced. Then matrix may be jelly-like, fluid as in blood we can say, rigid or dense according to the functions. The first type of connective tissue is areolar loose connective tissue. As the name says that it is loosely connected, so it consists of two kind of fibers. White fibers are called as collagen fibers and yellow fibers are called as elastic fibers, and they act as supporting and packing tissue between organs lying in the body cavity. Means the organ which are inside our body cavity like heart, lungs, stomach, kidneys, etc. All these body parts are protected by this type of tissue and they are packed with the tissue. Like as we know that our small intestine is very long, that is around 6 meter long. So that length of small intestine is compactly packed with the help of this type of tissue. They found between the skin and muscles also, like it separates skin from the muscles, around blood vessels to protect them, around nerves to protect them again, etc. And they also help in repair of the tissues. Now you can see the structure of this type of tissue in which different type of cells are there. Center material, that is matrix, and these thread like structures, these are the bands of collagen fibers. This is the typical structure of areolar connective tissue. Next type of connective tissue is dense regular connective tissue, and as it is the name of this tissue is dense, so that the cells or the fibers are densely packed. So fibrous connective tissue having densely packed fibrous cells. They are found in ligament and tendons. You can see in the diagram, tendons are there between muscle and bone. So tendons connect muscle to bone, and ligaments, you can see these black bands, they are connecting two bones. So ligaments connect bone to bone. Let us see the difference between ligament and tendons. Ligaments are elastic and strong. They are elastic means they can be stretched, and tendons are inelastic means they are not elastic, and yes, they are strong also. Ligaments are composed of yellow elastic tissue and tendons are composed of white tissue. Then ligaments connect bone to bone and tendons connect skeletal muscles to bones. And the next type of connective tissue is adipose tissue. It is made up of rounded or oval fat cells. Fat cells are called as adipocytes, so that this type of tissue is adipose tissue. Fat cells, as name is telling, that they are filled with fat droplets, and it serves as a fat reservoir and keep visceral organs in position, forming shock absorbing cushions around kidneys and eyeballs. Means this type of tissue makes the cushion to protect the body parts from the shocks, and they are found in around the kidneys and in eyeballs, and they also act as fat reservoir. Means fat is deposited in this type of tissue. Whenever we need more energy, fat is converted into energy giving material. Then storage of fat also let it act as an insulator, as this type of tissue is found beneath the skin, so that it also act as an insulator to protect or to conserve the heat in the body or conserve the energy. As we all know that in the cold regions, thick fat layers are found under the skin of the animals. Now, skeletal tissue, that is the next type of tissue. It includes cartilage and bones to form endoskeleton of vertebrates and protect the vital organs. That means this skeletal tissue is made up of two type of tissues, bones and cartilage, and both combinedly form endoskeleton. Endo means inside the body, and our skeleton is inside the body, we all know about, of vertebrates. Vertebrates are the animals which contain vertebral column in the body, and we all are having vertebral column, so that we are also the member of this group vertebrate. And protect the vital organs. Vital organs are protected by the bones and cartilage, like rib cage. Rib cage protects lungs, heart, liver. All these are vital organs. Similarly, bones are also having bone marrow inside it. So in that way, this type of tissue help in different ways. And let us see the functions along with the differences between these two type of tissues. Bones, they are hard and non-flexible. We cannot move our bones. Bones can be banded at the joints. Then cartilage is soft and flexible. Cartilage, do you know where cartilage is present in your body, and can you touch it? So if you want, then touch the tip of your nose, and if you move it, it can easily movable. And base of the nose, that is fixed. So base of the nose is made up of bone, and tip of the nose is made up of cartilage. Your ear, you can bend your ear also, and that ear also contain cartilage. Bones contain blood vessels. Blood vessels are present in bones, but cartilage do not have any blood vessels. In bones, matrix is made up of protein and mineral salts. Mineral salts are mainly calcium and phosphorus. And in cartilage, matrix is made up of proteins only. That means only proteins present in cartilage, and bones contain calcium and phosphorus along with proteins, so that the hardness of bone is due to calcium and phosphorus. And this is the cause behind we say that we need to eat the material which contain calcium and phosphorus, so that we can make the bones strong. Then bones, a narrow cavity is often present in the center. At the center of the bone, sometimes narrow cavity is present, in which bone marrow also is present in it. And cartilage, it do not have any cavity in it. Then some other differences are also there. Matrix arranged in concentric circles in bones. Concentric circles means the circles which have a common center, and those type of circles are present in the bones, in which bone cells are fixed. And cartilage matrix is uniform. There is no circular arrangement of the cells. Bones are porous and cartilage is non-porous. Means pores are present in bone and cartilage do not have any pore in it. Bones provide shape and skeletal support to the body. Right? Bones provide us shape, and similarly skeletal support also, like in rib cage and other parts of the body, and cartilage provides support along with the flexibility to the body, as cartilage is found on the ends of the joints and all, so that it provides flexibility to the body. Bones anchor the muscles and support main organs of the body. They also anchor the muscles so that skeleton can move, and cartilage smoothen the bone surfaces at the joint so that joints at the joints bone do not wear and tear. You can see the structure of cartilage and bone. In cartilage you cannot see any arrangement which is concentric, and over here you can see in bone that concentric circles are there, in which you can see these bone cells and one canal in between, that is also called as Harvesian canal, and all these are the structures of skeletal tissue, that is cartilage and bone. Now the next type of, or the last type of connective tissue, that is fluid or vascular tissue. Fluid tissue, fluid, you all know that fluid is which flow, and this is liquid, and it link different parts of the body to maintain continuity in the body. Blood connect all the parts of the body, as all parts of our body have blood vessels. It includes blood and lymph. Blood and lymph also is there, which both combinedly called as vascular tissue. Now blood. In blood, cells move in liquid matrix called plasma. And plasma contains cells called corpuscles such as WBCs, RBCs and platelets. Let us see composition of blood. In blood, 55% is plasma and 45% contain blood corpuscles or other elements. In plasma, 90% is water, and the rest of the 10% contain different type of proteins, different electrolytes which are minerals and salts, and metabolic nutrients like proteins, minerals, vitamins, etc. Then metabolic waste products, as wastes are also present in blood and they are removed in the excretory system, and hormones. And that 45% contain all blood cells. Let us see about blood cells, RBCs. RBCs are also called as red blood corpuscles, and they are also called as erythrocyte. Erythro stands for red, so they are red in color. And these are circular disc shaped cells, contain hemoglobin pigment which is of red in color. No nucleus is present in RBCs, and main functions of RBC is to transport oxygen, as oxygen combined with hemoglobin and form oxyhemoglobin and transported throughout the body. Then WBCs, which are also called as white blood corpuscles, or we can call them leukocytes. Leukocytes, leuko means without any color, leukocytes, the colorless blood corpuscles, and WBCs are larger than RBCs, and these are having nucleus. Now platelets, they are called as thrombocytes. These are irregular cells without nucleus, and the main functions of platelets is clotting of blood, as it contain thromboplastin protein in them, so that they are called as thrombocytes. You can see the structures of all blood corpuscles In structure A, you can see the structure of RBC. In structure B, all type of WBCs like lymphocyte, monocyte, neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. And in C, you can see the irregular structure of platelets. Now let us see the types of white blood cells. White blood cells are of two types, granulocytes and agranulocyte. Granules, you know, small particles, small granules. So the cells which have certain granules, they are called as granulocytes. Which do not have any granules in them, granules like danedar material which is present in the matrix or which is present inside the cells. So granulocytes are of three types, basophil, eosinophil and neutrophil, and agranulocytes are of two types, lymphocytes and monocytes. After blood, lymph is also there, which is also important part of the body, and that is important fluid connective tissue. This is colorless fluid having only plasma and WBC, so that it is colorless. So what is the conclusion? That is, plasma is not having red color, plasma is having pale yellow color, and it contains WBC which are also almost colorless, so that lymph is colorless fluid. Lymph escape out of the blood capillaries into the body tissue. So in our body, except the outer skin, no cell is dry. Every cell is bathed in the fluid, and that tissue fluid is called lymph. And how this is formed? That lymph means from blood vessels, some of the plasma and WBC come out the wall of these blood vessels and form lymph, and so that we also called as tissue fluid. It helps in exchange of material between tissues and blood. So from the tissue, that material is taken to the blood, and from blood the material is brought to the tissue. This is the function of lymph, along with the protection. WBCs such as lymphocytes, means the type of WBC, that is lymphocyte, are present mainly in lymph, so that it also protect our body against the infections, and it forms immune system of the body. Now let us see functions of blood. Blood help in regulate the body temperature. So this is blood only which help in maintaining the normal body temperature in animals. When body temperature or the temperature around us increase, body starts sweating and it cools down the body temperature. And when the body temperature or temperature around us becomes very less in our body, shivering occur, and due to the friction in the muscles, our body temperature increase and it becomes normal. So in that way, blood helps in regulation of the body temperature. Then RBCs help in transportation of oxygen. WBCs protect the body from the functions. Platelets help in clotting of blood, that we all know about. Then after, transport of nutrients to the body tissues, that is also the function of blood. And transport excretory products to the excretory organs. And osmoregulation, water balance. Osmoregulation is basically water balance. So in our body, water balance is done with the help of blood, and control of pH value. pH value, you all know that, which tells us the medium is acidic or basic, so that our body pH is maintained with the help of blood.